Fun playing baseball the Roseau way. Let's show these guys from Metro how we.
Josh, this is history in the making for Roseau baseball. Hasn't been this spot before, rare air if you want to call it that. You guys are going to be playing for a state championship. How does that feel?
Honestly, it hasn't even sunk in yet. Right now, it's in that mindset that we won a ball game, and once we leave the field here, I'm sure I'll be overcome with emotion and understand the gravity of what has happened here today. And this is not a product of what I've done. This is a product of the guys that we have, the programming that we have in our community, and the grit and the grind that our group of young men bring to the table. It's just phenomenal to see what they've done, and to be the first in our community that has a storied history of obviously playing hockey at a high level, but we've got a program that has been to numerous state tournaments. We just haven't had the success like this group of guys, and that really shows you how special of an accomplishment this really is.
It is, and sometimes you have great teams and you just can't get there all the time because of things happen, injuries or tough call at the end, something like that. But you guys are here now, and you guys are gonna be going to Target Field. I just thought, observation the last 2 days is, and the whole section tournament, it's not like, and that's probably the reason why you're going to to the state championship is that you guys got multiple guys up and down the line that can produce and hit in a variety of ways. Doubles, triples, home runs, small ball you guys have had a couple times as well. How do you credit that balance that you have and the variety of ways that you guys can score?
I think we credit that to a teachable group of guys. We've got I have a phenomenal coaching staff. All of the guys on my staff with right now played college at a high level. And you don't get that up and down any random school, especially as far north as we are. The amount of knowledge that our coaching staff has, I'm just absolutely blessed with the amount of guys that I'm surrounded by. That old adage, surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, and good things will happen. That's kind of where we're at. And our guys are teachable. They're willing to make those adjustments in practice, in the games. Like I said, our coaching staff, they're talking about our guys, are talking to our guys about minor adjustments here and there, and then our guys listen, and then they apply it to what we're trying to do, whether it's being selective at the plate, being aggressive at the plate, utilizing small ball situations, and they have the confidence in each other up and down the lineup that, if I make a mistake here or there, the next guy down the line is going to pick me up. No different than in the field too, and on the mound. Our guys are a collective, cohesive unit. I would go further than that. They're a close-knit family, and they care about each other. They look out for each other, and to reach something like the state championship, you've got to have all those components.
Yeah. You love to have. It sucked to play against those Wenzloff. You're happy those guys are on your team, especially obviously the two that pitched complete games the last 2 days. But it's pretty cool and special. And a lot of the state probably didn't know about them coming in the tournament. Well, they sure do now. Talk about why they're just so dominant. The last two, obviously, with Aaron and Isaac on the mound. Why have they been so dominant?
They would be a nightmare for. I am so fortunate that I don't have to coach against them, because I know coaches up and down the line that have to see those two guys. They give teams nightmares, and that is a testament to them and their family and what they've done to this point. From being little guys, the size of my two little boys right now, up until now, they have been 100% dedicated to baseball. You can look in their yard. They've got spots that are dead in their yard from playing wiffle ball. Still to this day, they love to be around the game. They love to play the game, and it's a product of their family dynamic and the lineage and the history that they have. Their dad played at a high level, uncles, and so on. So they're a baseball family, and everything that they have gotten to this point, they have earned. They have not been given anything. They are at the cage late at night, early in the morning, all weekends, whatever it is. For those future generations that are coming through, those are the model kids in your program that you want our younger generations to see, and for them to realize that, guys, if you want to play at a high level, this is what it looks like. You have to be dedicated. Sometimes you have to put things on the back burner, your social life and so on, because ultimately you're trying to get to that goal and that mountaintop, like I said before, which is now Target Field in the state championship.
Yeah. Last thing, Josh, you guys now going to be playing at Target Field. Obviously, you want to soak this memory up as much as you can, but what's the plan now to try to get back into reality? I'm sure tomorrow you kind of get locked back in and get focused on it. And what would it mean if you guys could get that first ever state title back to Roseau? I'm sure that would be something many people would just love to see. And how do you kind of stay focused at the same time?
So today I told our guys when we were in the locker room, I just told them, today celebrate. We'll go out to eat. We'll go back to the hotel. You guys can swim in the pool, do all those fun things, play video games, whatever it is. Enjoy it. because when tomorrow comes, we got to turn that page. We got to hit the reset button, and we'll find a place to practice tomorrow and realign those sites and get ourselves prepared to head down to the cities and target field and roll it out there. I think these guys have shown they're battle tested. They know how to hit that reset button. We're on a high right now, and now we just got to get back into that middle. We're riding the roller coaster, like I said. We're on a high and get back to that middle ground to where we're ready to go and play at a high level come Friday.
Like I said, it was pretty awesome. It was your first ever, 10 years it took you guys to get back to state. Your first ever trip to the semifinals. Now you guys are going to be playing for a state championship. I know it probably hasn't sunk in yet, but how crazy is that you guys are going to be playing for the state title?
I mean, it's a dream come true. It's every kid's dream. We come down here, we just do our best and see what happens, and now we're in the state championship.
Yeah. Talk about the ball you guys have been playing these last 2 days. Obviously, great pitching from you and your brother, but what have you guys done so well down here?
Well, end of the year, we started heating up. The bats came alive. We're hitting really good. Our pitching's great, and our defense is always amazing. So when we put it together, we're a dangerous team.
I was at a couple state games, section games, and I kind of see a lot of teams coming through in and out. You guys dug out, and you guys just energy, the confidence that you guys exude. It's a little bit different than some teams. Talk about why you guys have so much trust in one another and why you guys have so much confidence.
I mean, that's the bond. We're all brothers here. We got to get loud, support our boys, and that's what makes it work.
Talk about the Wenslofs too. Obviously, your brother. You got your other younger brother, your cousin. It's like you got family. You got so many people on the team here. Specifically you and your brother. Why you guys been so good on the mound? What do you guys do so well? And does it kind of help that your brother's the only guy on the team, kind of?
I mean, it's special growing up playing with your brother the whole way up. So we just got a bond, and we know if one of us is out there, we'll be ready to do good.
Yeah. What makes you think that you guys can do one more? You got something still left in the tank? Can you guys get one more and be state champs?
Absolutely. The dream is still alive. We're chasing that championship, and if we keep playing like we are, we can do it.
How cool is that and special that you guys are going to be playing for a state championship?
I'm at a loss of words right now. It's just crazy. Been dreaming of this since I was probably 4 years old, and to have it come true, I don't know. It's just so special.
Yeah. What do you guys, kind of against Perham, there was those dramatics, the games were really close, low-scoring games. Last 2 days, you guys obviously pitched very well, but you guys got the bats going really well too. How have you guys been able to just kind of keep the bats high, especially in this postseason run?
We're in the cage a lot in practice, keeping our approaches pretty well, looking for fastballs, drive those, and don't chase anything,
Yeah, for sure. Pitching-wise, you and your brother are both dominant last 2 days. Complete games, didn't have to pitch anyone else. Why have you two been so dominant on the mound?
I don't know. I give a lot of credit to Al behind the plate. He's calling pitches. He knows when to mix it up, and yeah, I give him a lot of credit for that.
It's a Wensloff throwing through a Wensloff, right? What's it like doing this with your cousin, your dad, your brothers, having that many Wensloffs on the team, how special is it having them also on the team?
Yeah, it's just crazy. To experience it with them. I've been growing up with them forever, living with three of them, I guess, with my dad. And then Al, yeah, it's so special.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of talking about now that you guys are going to the state championship, and I was talking about that with your brother about, I've seen a lot of teams, you guys have that extra level of, it seems like trust, confidence, whatever you want to call it, swagger. You guys got that. I feel like in the dugout it's always chirping. Why do you guys have so much of that trust and confidence in one another?
I think that goes back to when we were 10, 11 years old, just everyone growing up together, playing together forever. We just have that chemistry. We know where everyone's going to be at all times. Yeah, it just goes back to when we were young.
Yeah. Well, you guys got one more. Do you think you have a little gas in the tank? Can you get it done and bring home the state championship to Roseau?
Oh, I know we can get it done.
And then what was I going to say? One more thing. Yeah, what would it mean? I don't want to get ahead of myself too much, but have you ever thought about that? Do you dream about winning a state? Do you think? It's like a pipeline dream for some people, but what would it mean if you guys were able to win that state championship?
That would be all of my childhood dreams coming true right there. I've been dreaming of this forever, and for that to come true, I don't know. That would be probably one of the best days of my life.
Today you guys played for a chance to go to the state title game, and you guys got it done. How does it feel that you guys are going to be playing for a state championship?
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, it doesn't matter what sport. It's an honor just to be in that point or at that spot, and nothing but smiles. Every single person on this team has put their work in. They've gone in and out, blood, sweat, and tears. They put it in. We got the job done. Now we're on to Target Field.
Is it weird staying there? It's like, holy crap, you're going to be playing at Target Field.
Watching it on TV all the time, and you're like, oh, look at those big dogs on that nice field. And next thing you know, boys are on it, and we're going to have fun, that's for sure.
The boys from Roseau are going to be playing down there. I think a lot of people, and you said it too, a lot of people think Roseau way up there, Canada almost, it's like, what do they got going on there? There's not a whole lot, baseball, definitely not baseball, maybe some hockey here and there, but, and you said you want to show kind of how up north baseball is. You guys got some ball players. You guys have done that with the wins you've had. How cool is that to kind of show the rest of the state that, hey, the boys from Roseau, they can play some ball?
Well, it's a little, I'd say, then you come into the town and you're like, oh, well, there's a tractor dealership. What are these guys going to have? And next thing you know, you put them on a baseball field and they can do a lot of work. They can do a lot of magic, and it's just unbelievable. It's awesome.
Yeah, you guys have a balanced attack on offense. You guys have had, it's not like it's just like, oh man, that guy had just like a standout performance. It's just, up and down the line, you guys have guys that all put in work, whether it's, doubles, you guys had small ball, you had some bunts as well. It's just a balanced attack you guys have. What do you credit to, the variety you have of guys that can hit the ball, and then the ways that you guys can hit the ball as well?
Definitely just hitting the cages. Every day we're hitting at least twice in the cages and at least once in the field. So we get a lot of reps, and we get that good hand-eye coordination, maybe some other things too, like playing two-ball before games and all that type of stuff. But definitely, like you said, just put the bat on the ball and let it rip from there.
It's as simple as that. A couple more questions here and I'll let you get going. You're one of those guys that's in the locker room, you say, let's go up on our feet, you're always chirping, you're always talking, stuff like that. It resonates with the rest of the team, because of you guys just, you got that confidence, you got that swagger, you got that mojo, whatever you want to call it. Why do you guys have such a level of trust with one another?
Just growing up, ever since we were just wee guys, little ankle biters, and I mean, growing up from that age all the way till now, you get a lot of trust in those guys. They're almost like your brothers. They're like your family. They trust you and you trust them, and we put it out there, and we trust each other that they're gonna make the play. And well, Joe, he trusts me at first base to pick it out of the dirt once in a while, and so does Aaron. But I trust them also when they're on the mound and when they're out in the field, that they're gonna make good plays, good throws, and they're gonna strike a lot of guys out.
Yeah, you're happy you got those cats on your team pitching the ball the way they have. And then we talked about all the Wenslofs. It's crazy. You got obviously behind the mound, you got Alex, and you got Eli as well, and then a coach as well. What's his first name? The head coach? Or not
Todd.
Head coach. Todd, assistant coach. What's it about these Wenslofs? Why are they so dominant? The last two on the mound, the last 2 days, complete games. Why are the Wenslofs so dominant?
Well, I'm pretty sure Isaac and Aaron, and Eli both, or all three of them, they sleep in the cages. They sleep right in the field, right in the dugout. Every time you drive by, small town, you got nothing to do, you drive by, and every single time you see them, you don't see them at their house, you don't see them around town, you see them at the baseball field. They're always there getting hits, just getting cuts in and throwing, getting their arm better, and as you can tell, they do have a strong arm, and that's why.
Yeah, last thing, and I'll let you go on. You guys are going to Target Field, you're playing for a state championship. What makes you think that you guys can win one more, and what would it mean to bring a state championship back to Roseau?
It'd be absolutely an honor. I mean, being the first ones just to get past the quarterfinal, now we're going on to a state title game. It's just, if we can bring it back for our community, for ourselves, for our families, especially for our moms and dads that have gone through a lot of stuff just to get us where we are today. All the hotel rooms, all the money they've spent on us so we could play at this high level. It's a thank you. Thank you is probably even underestimated word.